Hey, it's your host Dan once again, and for today's fix, I'm going to be renewing the grout across my entire kitchen floor. On a previous video, I replaced this floor tile because it had a crack in it. You can check that out if you like, but here's the new grout around the tile that got put down, and this is sanded almond. Well, this is pretty much probably what it looked like brand new. You can see it's a little dirty over here, a little discolored, and this has been cleaned as good as it can get, and that's about as good as it's going to get. So we're going to do a simple fix on this. We're going to use some grout renew and go over the entire kitchen floor, and we're going to make it look like brand new again. Looking from this angle, this is the before. This is what I'm going to be using today. I got this Grout Renew. It's made by Polyblend. Closest color that they have is called Linen, which would match the almond grout that I have. They have it in probably half a dozen colors at the store, by the way. It's about 13 bucks for this bottle. And to apply it, we're going to use this. This is just an applicator. We just pour this in there, and then the little roller on the top, we're just going to roll it through the lines. Here's the receipt. I spent $20.72 for these products. Everything else from there is just going to be labor, applying it on the floor and getting it back off and making it look new. Since I got a lot of wood trim going around the floor, I'm just going to take a moment and tape it off this way. So the tape I applied all the way around the perimeter. It'll give me a little bit of protection because I sometimes tend to slap it on. I'm messy. So one thing you always want to do is read the instructions. It's on the back of this. Not only is the floor clean, but we're going to shake this well. We already kind of shook it up. And it says this bottle only does 80 square feet. So I might have to get another one. We'll see how it goes. But I'm going to pour this whole bottle into the applicator and start rolling. Get it out. I'll just turn it upside down and let it all pour in. Squeeze out as much as I can here. Start filling this up. So I'm going to let that sit like that for a few minutes. This way the bottle on top will drain all in. Alright, so I still got quite a bit left in this bottle. Thought it said it only did 80 square feet. I just did a little over 100 with it. So we're going to do a second coat. It's been 24 hours and the grout sealer that I applied has had a chance to cure. I've completely finished this area. But I also need to get in there and get all my overages out, stuff around the edges. Which to do, I'm using a combination of just a plastic scraper, sometimes that little brush, and also my thumbnail. So it's a long, tedious process, but I got to go around the whole floor and get all the excess off. Okay, so this is my method for getting the grout sealant off the tile. Pretty simple. Just wet it down. Let the wetness sit for a little bit. Scrape it off. It looks good. And I'm just using a plastic scraper to get the excess off here. Comes off pretty easy. Just making sure I don't dig into the trough. Just get that to the edge. Wipe. Fine tune it, I can just use a fingernail. Go along the edge for a nice straight line. Go, give it another wipe. Just double check, make sure there's no residue on the edge. There, that little section's done. Comes off relatively easy. It's just a lot of labor, a lot of time, a lot of elbow grease. Job's now complete. Everything's all done. Everything's been scraped away, all the lines done one at a time by hand. This was quite the labor intensive job, I must say. I kind of underestimated the time that it was going to take to do all this. It was a couple hours to clean the floor, a little over 4, maybe closer to 5 hours to paint the floor with that little roller tip applicator and do all the lines. First coat went on a little more than 2 hours. The second one went a lot quicker, a little under 2 hours. And then the scraping afterwards, which all had to be done by hand, because when I put it on by myself, it's pretty much drying as I get to finish the floor. So I didn't do any wiping from the start and just did it scraped. But I got all the lines real nice and neat and even. The grout color in here across the whole entire floor is exactly the same. I only have $20 invested in this, so it got me a brand new floor. So one thing I just wanted to say is, hey, if I can do this, you can do this too. It's not that hard of a job. I mean, geez, even a 9-year-old could do this. But it does take some perseverance to get this job done. Like I said, I underestimated how long this was going to take. I thought, I don't know, 2 to 4 hours, I'll have everything complete. Well, the grand total between cleaning, applying it, and scraping it back off was 16. So this is not a job you want to do and get halfway done and then say, I don't feel like finishing it. So you have to have that perseverance to get it done, and also that focus to keep trucking on as you go. So, but a little bit of time, $20, could get you a brand new floor. Hope you enjoyed watching. Hope you learned something. Thanks.